This episode of television was one of the most ham-fisted, plotting, nonsensical, irrelevant, and idiotic things I've ever seen.
What, you know this guy or something?
Frank.
Who the hell's Frank?
He was my partner. He's the only idiot that would wear a shirt like that.
I had no idea this was what they were going to do.
You have to just disregard all logic to make this work at all. Like, I'm eliminating game stuff from it at all. Always, everybody gave up for 23 years. Nobody tried to attack again.
10 miles from Boston. Nobody came out.
10 miles from Boston. How big are they surrounded with fencing? It's not a very fortified location, because I don't care if you have flamethrowers. I don't care.
20 years. All right. Their house is lit up at night. They're burning wood. The smell of smoke will draw people in. Their house, which is surrounded by this goat fencing, is painted nicely and has manicured shrubs and a mowed lawn. How, I don't understand this.
They're close enough the military would have come for them too.
Yeah.
Oh, the military would have taken them out. Yeah.
Like, for any of this to work, you have to believe that nobody wanted what they had, and nobody was willing to sacrifice anybody to get it. And we all know in apocalypse situations that's not the case. You're going to have a huge group of either raiders, or the military is going to go, this is all resources that we need.
Yep.
We're going to blow the fuck out of that thing.
Which is why, and I know if we disregard the game, in the game, he was hidden within a city and had a booby-trapped city.
I mean, all it takes is one car. You just drive it through. You don't even have to be in it. You just find a car, drive it through the fence. Booby traps avoided.
They drove out on the road. The road's not booby trapped, so just bust through the gate.
And then, and then there's all the other nonsense of him going out and getting shot. What was the whole point of him getting shot? Was that to show that he's so how heavily fortified that the frickin' they are, which is not this complete BS? Is it to show how stupid he is because he doesn't know how to take cover? He's got all these guns, but he doesn't know how one works. He's gonna stand in the middle of the road and shoot it. Didn't teach his lover boy how to shoot, because why would two guns be better than one when defending our home?
Dude, if they had to do it like that, at least make it so that it was Frank that got shot and it was his injuries that were getting so bad that he was going to die of them.
Right, he was sepsis or something, or succumbed to something, or liver failure or something like that.
Make it happen at the end of the journey, not halfway through.
They took the story away from Bill. Instead, you've got Bill, who's a heterosexual, who's alone for 4 years, who suddenly turns gay for someone he just met.
He only had sex with a woman once, though, and barely that.
Well, how did he happen upon the town?
Don't know. Doesn't matter. Neil Druckmann needed him to.
So Frank, he just left. He didn't let anybody else in the town, and he was glad everybody was dead, but he let this guy in.
Yes.
Why?
Because the story needed him to.
He made a joke about Arby's not offering free food.
So this is a man that hates everybody. He's perfectly okay being by himself. He's prepped to survive by himself, and because the guy made an Arby's joke, he just lets him surpass it. He's not worried about getting knifed or anything. Yeah,
this is the greatest episode of television. I'm sure it's going to win lots of Emmys, just like all of Shill Media said. This is the most important episode of television to come out this year.
And on top of everything that we've already said is wrong with it, it's just boring. This one wasn't even visually pleasing.
I don't know what they were going for here, other than we're going to shove a gay lifestyle into your zombie apocalypse show, and then we're going to make it about gay marriage in 20... wait, I don't even know when it would have been. That was what, 20 years? 19? It's 20 years into the zombie apocalypse. I don't get it. I don't know what the they're doing. Jed, what would you rate this out of 10?
A goddamn 2. and barely that. At least the set design was good, the CGI was good, the technical stuff was still fine. The script is atrocious. The acting is non-existent.
What about you, Steve?
I struggle to give it a rating. It's just if what I saw, I was bored. It didn't make sense.
I get it.
I think a 2 or 3 is fair. You know, I come from a different place than you guys, so I'd say like 2 maybe. I mean, it's like and that's being generous. I don't know. I'm like trying to think what I give points for. Right? It's not like acting performances were stellar. Ellie continues to just like be annoying and dumb and make noise whenever she can. I know it's supposed to give you this sense of like she's a girl in a strange world and she's full of wonder, and it's like that's not what I'm getting at all. I'm getting she's an idiot.
I'm going to give this, I've never given a rating this low on any show. I'm giving this a 1. And the reasons why. Strip out the fact that it is nothing at all like the story, the characters. There are so many things wrong with this technically from a apocalyptic fiction standpoint. That's part of the problem. The other part is, 2, I don't like these characters. I don't care about these characters. Why should I give a shit about Bill and Frank? These characters, the way they were set up, the main protagonist of this story, which is not Joel or Ellie, was completely just used as a way to insert a love story into this show. It's a gay love story, fine. It's an unbelievable love story. It took forever to be unbelievable and do nothing. And then at the end, they wedge in not Joel and not Ellie to then drive away. And circling back to the game adaptation, everything it took to get it to earn that truck.
Battery's drained, but cells are alive.
Meaning?
Meaning, we push it, get it started, and the alternator will recharge the battery.
Because of the scarcity of resources in a post-apocalyptic world is completely disregarded.
What are you thinking?
Thinking you drive and we push.
I cannot and will not watch any more of this show. This is not even pretending to be the name that is on the title of the show. And how many times are we going to see this? I'm done. This is not entertainment. This is programming. It's agenda, and it doesn't work.
I'm very curious what some of the people that have been enjoying or said they've been enjoying the first 2 episodes or like them are going to have to say about this, because it's like I said, put people in a room, show them this episode, ask what it's adapting.
Jed, what do you got? Anything in closing?
I am a little bit broken inside. That with Rings of Power, Witcher Blood Origin, there was some sadistic, masochistic enjoyment I could derive from it, but nothing on the level of this. I was laughing through the entire thing because of how stupid every single moment of this was. I'm really close to that. Stop watching it, but I need to get through to at least see how people react to this episode, to see if people actually wake up and change their minds on this atrocity, see if I continue. But I've rarely seen something this dumb at every level. It is so dumb. Like, why a middle school teenage girl? Like, isn't this so cute, guys?
You could have taken this story and made a, I don't know, like a Lifetime movie or a Hallmark movie about gay apocalyptic whatever, because this is on the level of that. I don't have words. I'm done with this show. I don't want this toxic, asinine, plotting, soul-destroying, programming, globalist messaging shit in my life. Congratulations, HBO. I'm done.